Welcome back. This time we are in Imola, hoping for a better Elton for Pierre Gasly. Maybe he can pick up more points for us. I did see the regulation vote results are in, and everybody has voted for it except for Ferrari. So sorry, Ferrari, but the cooling focus changes have passed. If we have a look at our front wing, it has been designed. I think we did start our manufacturing on that as well at the end of last episode, so I didn't forget. But yeah, so that's the technical regulation that has changed. Talk about a difficult race at Albert Park, and yes, we did perform below expectation. Alright, so we got through Q1 on one set of tyres. We did one run, both cars got through, so now we can go out on a used set at the start of this session, and we can end it with a new set as well. So we've kind of put ourselves in a bit of an advantage there by only using one set of tyres, and we'll have to see how this goes. With the new upgrades, we do expect Q3. As Gasly's probably got held up, same with Magnussen. Magnussen definitely did. So with these new upgrades, we do expect Q3. And, oh, it's raining. Oh, no. Magnussen got held up on his run. No. Okay, Gasly's going to be through. Kevin Magnussen, on the other hand, is he into the... Where is he? Where is he on the track? Oh, he's coming around. Do we tell him to go around one more time? No, we bring him in. We've got to bring him in. I mean, maybe because it's raining, people go out on the inters, they won't be able to do that sort of time. Maybe it'll be a lot slower than that. But getting held up, that's really actually killed Kevin Magnussen. People are on a lap right now. Bottas comes across the line, he gets ahead. This could be... I'm not sure if he's going to be able to make it through here. I think we'll be alright. I'm not sure how quick the intermediates are going to be. But yeah, as I was saying, we should get into Q3 and honestly be battling for the top 6, I would say, especially on this circuit. Alright, there we go. Cars are coming across the line. Alright, cars are a lot slower. They probably were all on the soft tyres though, weren't they? Yep. So it'll be interesting to see what Guan Yu Zhou does on the intermediates. Where can he put his car? And he goes right behind us by like 3 seconds. I think we're going to be alright. I think we're going to be okay with Kevin Magnussen. We're going to keep Pierre Gasly in, because why not? We're going to send Magnussen out on a set of intermediates. Just in case. Depends what other people do. If no one else goes out, we're not going out. But, okay, now a bunch of cars are coming out. We'll send him out on a set of inters. Just in case. I don't think anybody can beat that time. But if that rain goes down rapidly... Who knows? So we sent him out in intermediates. Gasly, we believe, is safely through because he did his lap on the softs. And you can see Magnussen's actually going slower. So I don't think anybody's going to be able to beat us. He stays P7. Hamilton, Ocon, Vettel, Ricciardo, and Guan Yu Zhou are all knocked out of the session, which is fantastic news for us, especially to see a Mercedes and an Alfa Romeo out there because we are fighting them in the championship. Both our drivers into Q3. And, we'll have to see what we can do. You can see the confidence wasn't very high. We didn't actually do very well on the practice setups. We were struggling to get it right. But now we're in Q3. It looks like there's no more rain. So there's no more rain anymore. And we got 3 new sets of softs. So we can go out on a new set at the start of the session. We can go out on a new set at the end of the session. And then still have one fresh set for the race. So this is great stuff. Okay, this is interesting. Both drivers are literally on each other's tail. Gasly is right on Magnussen's tail. I don't know why he started that close. Regardless, Gasly does put in the better lap time to start with. Okay, that's a bit interesting. Max Verstappen down in P5. Now, I'm not sure. Oh my god. They're not going to make it, are they? I forgot to send him out. I forgot there was such little time. I've had a qualifying howler. I've had an absolute howler there. I forgot to send both cars out in time. Oh my days. So currently they're P4 and P5, but they're dropping down like stone. Gasly goes down to P7. Magnussen down into P9. We could have had a good qualifying session there as well. That is painful. We could have been P5 and 6, I think. We had good pace. I think we had better pace than the Alfa Romeo of Valtteri Bottas and George Russell. So that is frustrating. I completely forgot to send him out. Did not realise there was a minute and a half left. And, yeah, so not great. Not great from me there. I kind of let our team down. But the new set of softs, we do have alternate strategies that we could use. So we could go mediums to hards, which I think we're going to do with Pierre Gasly. But Kevin Magnussen, we're going to go for the two-stopper. Softs, mediums, mediums. Switch it up. And we'll get him going really aggressive off the start. And seeing if he can make up a couple of places. So let's get into the Grand Prix. We're hoping for a good Grand Prix this time. Hoping for a double points finish. The car does look pretty good around here. We should be a couple places up than what we are. But that is my fault. But let's see if the drivers can make up for it in the Grand Prix. It is 5 red lights here in Imola. Come on. We are away. Let's ride on board with Magnussen because he's the one that we need to see making up places early doors. You can see Pierre Gasly up ahead. Staying ahead of the Alpine of Fernando Alonso. Can Magnussen make a move? I think Alonso is on the hard tyre. Yes, he is. So it makes it even more crucial to get past that Alpine as soon as possible. If he closes up on the back of Pierre Gasly, we're going to tell Gasly, just let Magnussen go because he is on the soft tyre. Trying to make up positions as soon as possible. Can we find a move? As Pierre Gasly is going side by side with George Russell up ahead. He gets past George Russell. Hello, Pierre. He's up in a P6 behind the Red Bulls, Ferraris, and Valtteri Bottas. Magnussen hasn't been able to make a move yet. Gasly down the inside of the Red Bull of Sergio Perez. Can't get the move to stick. So he's going to have to settle for P6 for now. Magnussen can't find a way past the Alpine of Fernando Alonso. So we're going to have to settle down a little bit. That's a little bit frustrating. Come on. Oh, no, we've told the wrong person to settle down. But come on, K-Mag. We need you to get moving. DRS is enabled, but they're in a little train. So, Gasly's done a really good job of getting past George Russell. Norris has run wide. What the hell? That looked like it was pretty bad. Yellow flag. Multiple cars have crashed. It looked like just Lando Norris. Oh, we got wing damage. Pierre Gasly must have hit him. Oh, that's a killer. That is a killer. Okay, so we'll switch to a two-stop strategy then. We go on to the hards. Take the hards long and then go into the softs. I think that's probably the way to do it. So we'll have to tell him to take a new front wing. And that's the last front wing we have. So hopefully no one else crashes in this Grand Prix. We'll put him on the hard tyres. And then essentially we'll put him maybe on the softs later on. I want to see what actually happened. Was he involved in that accident? It doesn't look like there's any rain either. So let's see what happened with Pierre Gasly. Well, he wasn't near Lando Norris. So it was Perez. He goes for a move. Oh, it was Perez that went out, not Lando Norris. So Pierre Gasly went for a move down the inside. Got wing damage. Perez is now way near the back. No penalty for Gasly. So I guess they've just said racing incident. Perez all the way down in P20. I'm assuming he's got damage as well. But Gasly, man, he's getting aggressive in this Haas car. He likes it at the front, but he's basically screwing himself over by constantly crashing into people. Or crashing into the wall. So I guess the thing now, Pierre Gasly, he's going to be all by himself. Perez also comes into the pits. But Pierre Gasly can kind of run his own race as long as he stays away from Sergio Perez and doesn't get caught up in that. But he can run his own race now. He's all by himself, so maybe it's not an awful thing. Perez also puts on the hard compound tyre. Let's see if K-Mag can actually try and make a move on Fernando Alonso, because being stuck behind him is a little bit frustrating, but you can see there's a little bit of a train. It's Bottas, Russell, Magnussen has now got past Fernando Alonso, which is absolutely perfect. So he is making his way up, and he got past the Mercedes as well. He's right behind Valtteri Bottas. He could be making another move very, very soon. Let's have a look at Kevin Magnussen. Let's ride on board. Can he go for a move down this next straight? We're going to give him everything he needs, and he's going to get DRS. Kevin Magnussen on the soft tyre goes for a move down the inside of the Alfa Romeo up into P4. Kevin Magnussen making his strategy work very, very well. Bottas, he's... Oh, go on and deploy some ERS. Get out of that DRS zone. And if we could stay away from Valtteri Bottas, that would be very, very helpful for our race indeed. And you can see he's got 1.3 second gap. Bottas is not going to get DRS. George Russell will. So if Russell and Bottas can fight a little bit, that will allow Magnussen to get further on up the road. And he's on a charge in this Haas car. He's trying to close down into the front three. Look at him. He's gaining a huge amount of time. Granted, we put him on deploy ERS so he could do that. But he's got the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. He's gained about 1.8 seconds to Bottas. And he's closing in the front three who are really going at it. These were the three people in the championship last year. I think 5 points separated them at the end of the year. And was it Carlos Sainz who got the championship in the end? I think it was Carlos Sainz. So yeah, it was one of the Ferrari boys. I know that. But Kevin Magnussen is on a charge. Gasly is closing in onto the back markers, I guess you could say, of Lance Stroll, Mick Schumacher, Latifi, and Tsunoda. We're worrying about Pierre Gasly. This is important for his race. He needs to get past both these cars. We've chucked on overtake. He's got DRS. He's going to go down the inside, but the Aston Martin is just there, and the Aston Martin's not going for a move either on the Williams driver. So he's almost stuck where he is right now. Until he makes a move on the Aston Martin, it's going to be very, very difficult to make a move on the Williams driver up ahead. And it's blooming Mick Schumacher, of course, screwing us over. So we need to get past the Aston Martin. Then we can make the move on the Williams pretty easy. But we just can't, because the car in front is constantly getting DRS. And he's not making the overtake on the Williams, so he can't get past either of them. But we're going to go for it again with Pierre Gasly as he comes out the final corner. Can he get a good getaway? It looks like it's a little bit better, but his battery is drained. The Aston Martin goes around the outside, and there's not enough room for 3 cars to go on through. Hopefully the Aston Martin can pull a gap, and we could get past Mick Schumacher, because this is getting very, very frustrating. Go on, go for a move down the inside. There you go, Pierre. That's what we needed. All right, so now we're up in the P14. We should be able to get past Latifi pretty easily next lap. Kevin Magnussen, on the other hand, we are going to pit very shortly. I say we pit him now onto the mediums, and we'll tell him to really go for it. So we're going to pit him onto the mediums. We're going to 2-stop strategy with Kevin Magnussen, a little different to some other cars. Russell, Bottas, I'm sure they're all doing 1-stops. So we've got to get some overtakes going with Kevin Magnussen. But he has pulled a bit of a gap from George Russell. He's made this strategy work pretty well. Pierre Gasly couldn't get past the Aston Martin that time around, so he's going to have to wait another lap. But let's see how good the pit stop is for Magnussen. Gets out ahead of Lewis Hamilton. That was important. So Magnussen up into P11 after 1 pit stop. And now we've got to push on these medium tyres. He's got a load of free air. So let's get going. Gasly got ahead of Latifi now, so he could get on with his race. And so Magnussen's doing a really good job. He's closing in on this train of cars up ahead. And he comes out behind Verstappen and Sainz, which is fine. But he is doing a really solid job. We just have to be a bit careful with the fuel. Gasly is also doing a really good job closing in on the cars up ahead. He's right behind Valtteri Bottas now. Magnussen's got a huge gap to Bottas, which is nice. It's grown quite a bit since he got on the fresh tyres. And he's still in clear air. And that is doing him absolute wonders. So he can kind of relax, run his own race. And you've got the train of cars up ahead. Hopefully they're coming into the pits soon. Doesn't look like it. Norris and Vettel do need to go into the pits soon. So we need them two to go into the pits. Norris and Vettel and Alonso. Or I think it's just Norris and Vettel in that little battle. Yeah, so if Norris and Vettel can go into the pits, then the front 3 can get going and we won't get caught up in that train. And we can really make this 2-stop strategy work for Kevin Magnussen. The McLaren of Lando Norris to come into the pits. Or we could go for the undercut. That's another option. But we've gained back all our ERS. We've got some fuel to play with it as well. Gasly has put in a really good stint. So Hamilton has come in. He's done a 2-stop as well. He was on the softs earlier on in the Grand Prix. They're saying now is the optimal pit stop time. It's not a bad idea to go onto the mediums and get the undercut on Norris and Vettel up ahead, because we have joined to the back of them. That's an option. That is a very possible option, but these tyres do have a long way to go. I might do that for Pierre Gasly. We're going to attack with Pierre Gasly, try and close in the back, and then we're going to go on the undercut with Pierre. So that's going to be the idea. So we'll keep Kevin Magnussen out there for now. We're going to go for the undercut with Pierre Gasly. Do we do it now? Now we do it. Okay, so we're going to pit Pierre Gasly onto a set of mediums, and we're going to try and go for the undercut for Pierre. Coming to the pits now. Is it going to... Oh, we made the call too late. Okay, so next time around, Pierre Gasly will come into the pits. Put on a set of mediums. Let's see. No one else does. Okay, so the undercut strategy is here for Pierre. It's very, very important that he has a good outlap. And he could get ahead of a whole bunch of cars. We're going to keep Magnussen out there. We're going to try and make him go a little bit longer. Are any of the cars going to come in that's in that long train? Do they come in? Doesn't look like it. So they're still staying out. So he could probably do it with Magnussen as well. But I feel like if I do it, all the other cars are going to do it as well. So K-Mag kind of just relaxing. It's a good time to basically conserve some fuel for Kevin Magnussen. We've got to also be careful for Pierre Gasly as well. But, no, they're all staying out. There's just a train of cars led by Sebastian Vettel. And Alonso comes back out, and he's at the back of the train as well. So Alonso has had a really good strategy here. But, yeah, this whole train of cars is holding everybody up. And I think we have George Russell, P1, because he did a long stint at the start, onto a new set of soft tyres. George Russell could be on for a race win here, which is very frustrating because we're fighting Mercedes in the championship. You got a whole bunch of cars up ahead. You got Gasly with Lewis Hamilton and Esteban Ocon, who are going to undercut everybody in this train. When are they going to come in? When are they going to come in? This is very, very weird. All right, we're going to come in now with Kevin Magnussen. And we're going to try the undercut ourselves. We're going to go on to a fresh set of soft tyres. Hopefully, everybody else doesn't come in now. But, oh, okay, Vettel, oh, okay, I missed it. Vettel and, Fleming, whoever it was, did come in. I didn't realise when they came in, but they did. Now we're going to come in with Kevin Magnussen, put on a new set of softs, and see where he comes out. So he comes out behind Sebastian Vettel, behind Sergio Perez. So not the best position, but he does have fresh set of softs to really, really go for it. Pushing now. All right, Magnussen has closed onto the back of that group of cars. Does anybody else have to pit is the main problem? I don't think so. I think we've done the wrong strategy with Kevin Magnussen, and we should have done the undercut with Pierre Gasly. We could have both cars in the points. I think we've kind of bottled that a little bit. But Sergio Perez, he's on very, very old hard tyres. I'm not sure he's going to last to the end of the Grand Prix. They're on like 33%. We should be flying past him. Same with Sebastian Vettel. So we'll have to see if we could do that this time around, because those are very, very old tyres. Vettel does get past. Can we make the move as well? Because this Red Bull is going to be very slow, and you can see Vettel already pulling away. We've got to make the move, K-Mag. You've got to go for it. We've given you the strategy, but you've got to make the strategy work, and he does get past Perez. Now, can he get past Sebastian Vettel? This will be crucial as well. Can he get past the Alfa Romeo of Sebastian Vettel? Is he going to go for a move down the inside, around the outside? Vettel's able to hold on for now. So that's not working. Gasly in P7. If he can hold on to P7, that'll be a quality result. But he has to be a little careful with his fuel. Come on, K-Mag. K-Mag is actually on a roll right now. Kevin Magnussen, he's fighting with the McLaren. Is he going to get squeezed too much where he has to back out? No, he's sticking it through this time. Kevin Magnussen up into P11. Daniel Ricciardo is about 6 seconds up the road, fighting with Esteban Ocon. Can we get that done? Can we get into the points with Kevin Magnussen? This will be interesting to see. We put him on full attack mode. Same with Pierre Gasly, who's got to hold off the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton. I'm not sure how he's going to be able to do that, especially when he's got to conserve some fuel. I think Hamilton might go past, but there we go. That's what we like to see. A lapped car blocking Hamilton. Thank you very much. Go on, Pierre Gasly. Get up the road, son. This lap car is doing you absolute wonders. Keep going. Keep going. This AlphaTauri, who is it? Is it Albon? No, it's Guan Yu Zhou. Guan Yu Zhou, mate. You might get a seat at our team next year if you keep doing stuff like that. Absolutely love it. But we do have to conserve some fuel, which is a little bit of a problem. And we could see Hamilton breezing past us very, very soon. We got to conserve fuel. We have to. We're not going to score any points unless we do. Magnussen still trying his utmost to close in on the back of Daniel Ricciardo, but I think it might be too little, too late as we come around the last couple laps. We're conserving fuel with Pierre Gasly, but it's not going down. It still says that we're over, so we could be in a heap of trouble with Pierre Gasly. It's minus 0.3. It's on conserve. What is going on? Do we have to lower this? What do we need to do? Yeah, we do have to take it easy. We're not going lower on fuel. He's not going to finish the Grand Prix. Pierre Gasly is currently in the points. It's not going to finish because it's not going down. We're on conserved fuel. What's going on? What is going on? Magnussen closed it in on Ricciardo. Is not going to get close enough to score points. My main worry is Gasly's not going to make it to the finish line. He's on conserve. He's lost out to Hamilton, trying to conserve. We're conserving everything. Come on, just relax. You're not going to get to the end of the Grand Prix. He's not made it. He's not made it. Pierre Gasly had to pull over. I mean, that means Kevin Magnussen's going to make it to the end and score inside the points. But Pierre Gasly, he had the fastest lap as well, could not conserve fuel. We were conserving it for like 4 laps. And it never went down. Oh my goodness me. Gasly is out of the Grand Prix. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I wonder if we could see him down here. Is Alex Albon going to drive past him? I don't know where he is. But it's absolutely tragic. It's devastating. We were in for a P8, and a P11. But, oh, there he is. Look, you're going to see Pierre Gasly as Alex Albon passes. Just stuck in the middle of on the side of the road because he didn't have enough fuel. He failed. He failed to conserve the fuel. We told him conserve. He didn't conserve. It's more points gone to waste. I mean, it's only a 1 point we've scored this weekend. We're not going to be fighting Alfa Romeo, Mercedes. We're going to be fighting blimmin' Alpine at this rate. Alpine have jumped ahead of us. We're going to be fighting McLaren. We're absolutely screwing this away. We've got 2 good drivers, but it's mistake after mistake. We're definitely inheriting the Ferrari strategies. We're only 4 rounds in, so there's no need to panic just yet. But only 21 points. And you can see Mercedes 54, Alfa Romeo 49. If we keep having weekends like this, that gap is just going to get bigger and bigger. Championship, you can see Leclerc in the lead with Verstappen P2 and Carlos Sainz P3. Magnussen P9 in the Drivers' Championship, and Pierre Gasly, who's about to score good points, but could not make it to the end of the Grand Prix. And 1 development point for Kevin Magnussen. Jack Doohan still in the team as well. But, oh my days, that was a disappointing weekend. I can't believe it. I genuinely cannot believe it. Next time out, we're in Miami. We have good times in Miami. I think, we got a podium with Kevin Magnussen last time out and a P4 with Mick Schumacher. It was a P2 and a P4. So maybe there's brighter times up ahead in Miami. If you did enjoy this episode, make sure you leave a like. I'm devastated. I can't believe Pierre Gasly didn't make it to the end of the Grand Prix. But anyway, leave a like. Make sure you comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.